business. Sure. Have a conversation, call them smart plans, right? Implement a smart plan here. When I'm looking at this entire business as a system or an entire transaction as a system, where can I put and plug different plans, communication plans, smart plans, automation touches that help me to not physically be there? How many contacts do you have in your database? Anybody? Just a random number.
11,000.
11,000, that's a ton. Cool, so for 11,000, how many of those are you communicating with physically?
Oh, not a lot. Maybe 2,000.
2,000, great. So if I divide that number 2,000 by 300, how many do I get? Somebody help me with math.
Math is hard.
I know it's hard. That's why I use a calculator. Mine's over there.
How many? 2,000?
2,000 by 300 days.
300 days,
Yeah.
3.
About 6 people a day that you have to make a phone call to. If you have 2,000 people in your database that you need to make phone calls to. In 300 days, I'm not even counting weekends and stuff here, right? So it's about 6, 7 people that if you put them on a call plan, a smart plan to keep in touch with them, it's only 6 phone calls. Anybody who can make 6 phone calls? Anybody? I can make 6 phone calls. I made 4 yesterday. I have 1,500 people in my database, 4.7. So many calls I got to make every single day. I made a whole lot more than that, but that's because I'm motivated to do that, not because I have to. My task list comes up. I have 4 people to call. Boom, make those phone calls. We're done. That's simple. So add the smart plan in, find out if they're now, find out if they're eventual, and now it's all messed up.
Oh, just click on the thing and then it'll start working out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clicking at all.
No, battery's dead.
Oh!
Cool.
Gotta love it today.
So one resource that we have at KW and anywhere actually is YouTube, right? So I stole this straight from the KW Command YouTube page. This is somebody that they probably pay a salary to make these videos and teach you how to run command ads. So let's just watch this one really quick. And if we need to go back over some of this stuff after a little bit, we can.
Lead generation is a must-do for all real estate agents. Today, I want to show.
How do I make this work?
She's getting better.
Volume. This thing's in the way too. Got it.
Yeah.
No. So when I hit play, it didn't make volume. Oh, it's muted there.
Well, because it has to be or else it echoes. Well, I don't know how Mike gets his videos to go.
No, either.
Data bank by 300 leads so far this year.
Is it on the computer maybe?
Yeah, I might be able to do that, but
Or just go to YouTube?
I don't think my knees have ever hit a table. That's torture. Except for when I visit my kids' elementary school. I do love little chairs. It's like comforting.
so Joe.
Lead generation is a must-do for all.
Let's try you. Let's go to YouTube.
Yeah, just go there and go straight there.
Yeah.
I can't pick up the sign.
My feelings.
Not gonna work there
Much
either.
better since we started managing all our work on Monday.com.
I meant the progress we made.
Oh, we sure did. Work is much more.
Lead generation is a must-do for all real estate agents. Today, I want to share one low-cost strategy that has helped.
Still not going?
Nah,
I don't know why the volume's
we'll
not
skip
working
it.
at all.
We'll come back to this here in a little bit. Sorry about that, guys.
Tell us what he says.
I don't remember. So he basically makes a Facebook ad on that video for us through campaigns in Command. And I'll take you there in a bit. I've got one that's ready to go just in case. But so one of the virtual ways to get people into your database is running Facebook.
Lead generation is a must-do for all real estate.
Yep.
Cool. So turning leads into contacts. Use your smart plans. Adding different smart plans. So who here knows how or what a smart plan is that can kind of determine or explain how and what it works and what it does and where? Anybody? Okay. So let's skip this for a second. We'll come right back. So inside of, it just shut off now too. We're having all kinds of
I don't
problems.
know what's going on. It worked yesterday and then you
You're
come
not
in the
holding your
next
mouth
day and
right,
it doesn't
right.
work.
It's all my fault. I'm
No,
gonna go home now.
it's not.
Today is the day that I was supposed to take off completely. Just joking.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Really signal completely.
I don't know.
Bird sitting
These
on
are the
the
screens.
antenna.
Oh, wait, okay,
Screens of death.
okay. Yeah, those are the screens of death, but they're back.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
She said, "Oh,
in
no."
command, you can go inside of the Smart Plan tab and go to the Smart Plan library and search here by author name, by Smart Plan name, by all of these different things. And they're basically just pragmatic communication plans. You can edit those and change them and change the amount of days in between different contacts and touch points that you want to, all of those different things. So that's what I'm talking about when I say Smart Plan. So when we get a lead into the database, they automatically for us go on to a few different smart plans. They'll go on to a smart plan that I stole. You can go steal it as well. Write this down. Relevate is the name of it. Tyler Shields in our office. It's like an 8 or 14 step that is pretty much built for you that you can customize and make your own. There's an 8x8 system that's in there. KWRI put it together.
Elevate,
Yeah.
like elevate with an R.
Right. Yeah. So that's one of his systems. And then I think that probably one of the biggest things is just make a phone call to the people that come into your database through these leads. Example, negotiating a deal right now with a lead that came into my database via a Facebook ad a month ago. I called the lead. She didn't answer. I left a message, texted, called, put onto a drip campaign because it went through the entire smart plan without any contact back. And then with her agent wrote an offer on the same listing that the ad came through on. So a month later. So that's how quickly they went from click ad to write offer. I don't know if they were writing offers previous. I don't have any other information, but that just happened to me this week. So call them, have a conversation. Ask the questions that will help discern when they need your help and how. So again, I'm not going to get too far into that, but just ask a lot of questions, offer to be there when the time comes for people. Follow up, provide value. Some of the ways that we try to provide value is we set up a command save search for somebody. If you go to their contact tab, it saved searches. You can put in whatever saved search they are. It'll email at whatever frequency that you like to email those listings, and it'll do it forever until you stop that saved search. Another thing that we do, I actually stole it from Lindy, is the Open House Weekly email. I took their smart plan, searched in there and found them, made it our own, branded it to ourselves. And then I couldn't figure out the frequency of how to make it work. So somebody else had already figured that out for us. And then your neighborhood nurture, if you have their addresses, is always a great one. And then call them on some sort of regular basis based off of your nurture plans, whether that's monthly, quarterly, bi-monthly, bi-weekly, whatever you have. And then find out who they are, get to the bottom of why they want to move. So here's a place where we put smart plans, regardless of whether it's physical or virtual. It's just different smart plans based off of the different type of lead and also where they're at in the process. So hopefully turn them into a contact, or else what? Move them out of my database. That's what I want. Because I'll continue them on a drip, but I'm not going to continue to dial phone numbers that people aren't going to answer. Getting in contact, again, so on the physical side, some of the things that you can search inside of Command, inside of the smart plans to help you get in contact is an 8x8 plan, monthly or biweekly neighborhood nurtures. These are all in the smart plan library for you, ready to go. Any type of value add call plans that you can come up with. And then what else did I have up here? And then on the virtual side, we use a version of what Relevate put together. And then very email and task heavy follow-ups. So lots of phone calls until we get in touch with somebody, have the conversation, and then we change the smart plans out for something else that works to continue to move them through our database. So, and then here we've got another one. Sam Jackson has put a bunch of stuff out on there. So if you go to the smart plan library, search his name, it's there. One of the things that Nicole had asked about was command landing pages. I put a video here. I don't think it's going to work, so we'll just go to them real quick when we get through this. Any questions so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
These leads that come in, is
Yes,
there a percentage more that are buyer leads, listing leads, or 50-50 or what?
So mostly buyers, but if you get to the bottom of it, some of them have something to sell too. We run most of our ads on listings. I get the best return on investment for listings. The last ad that I ran was 47 leads at less than $2 a lead. And then we've got 3 people on continual follow-up plans from that 47. So not too bad, I don't think. For I think 30 or 80 bucks I spent, something like that.
Can you show how to do
Yeah, I can show you guys how to do it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So again, this is the smart plan library, just kind of what it looks like. Once you get into command, you'll hit the smart plan tab, and then up here, you'll hit the library. You can download any of these, and then they'll show up in your team plans. To add a person to your smart plans in your database, it's fairly simple. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can go select a bunch of people, hit bulk action, and then add everybody to whatever smart plan you want to at the same time. You can go in individually and do it. You can do it via triggers. So when we build an ad, what I do, when I build an advertisement, I'll show you guys how to do this, is down here in Assign to Smart Plans. It says Relevate's lead follow-up, new contact task plan, and then Facebook 411. These are our 3 that somebody goes on when they come into my database via a Facebook ad. Then we tag them appropriately, whether it's a new contact, where the ad is run from, so that whenever I put a safe search together, I can put that area, all of those things. I tag that information on the contact when they come into my database. Cool. And then from a trigger, when you build a smart plan, you can add a trigger. So this task plan of mine is basically to add people to other smart plans. So if I'm out on my app and I add a new contact, I tag new contact every single time that I add somebody. And then later on, whenever I sit back down at my computer, I have a task in my task list to add this person to these 14 smart plans or whatever I need to do from there. So it's just a reminder for later. Questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
With your background, the way you describe it, how did you adapt to being a genius with all of this?
It's not genius. It's really just plug and play. And it's practice, and it's getting in here and working. Anybody can do this. I literally went to the command trainings that KWRI has. I came here and sat down. I went to YouTube a ton, and then I just practiced it. And then I screwed it up a bunch too, because my smart plans are all kinds of crazy now, because appraisals are happening way faster than they were 3 months ago. So I've got to go readjust my timelines in there.
And
And
Val's right.
go from
She's
there.
like on it every day,
So-
watching this and that, like driving down the road, watching, who's it, Mark Miller?
Marty Miller.
Marty Miller's 66-day challenge is great. He just released the 3.0 version. And it's one thing every day in command that he goes through for 66 days. It's really nice, and it's all out there. All I did was just saw it as a whole circuit. And I just decided we'll put this together, and this is how we kind of run it.
Basically, YouTube videos is where you get them.
A lot of it, yeah. And then a lot of just practice. I mean, our team did 66 deals in the last 12 months. We've screwed it up a lot along the way. We've got clients that probably will never talk to us again. We're still new, and we've screwed up our communication along the way. So we made it better and made a better experience for our clients through that. I believe that we made it better. So, and that's my entire goal all the time. Part of making it better is learning how to manage an opportunity in command. So, who here uses checklists?
I love a good checklist.
Yeah, who uses them in command? Right? Nicole does. So you can do the same things that you're already doing. You can just aggregate it in one spot. Run a checklist, manage your entire opportunity within the system that you already have without this excess work. Go through, hit check, 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 check. Everything's done, and it shows you your percentage along the way. So pretty cool little deal. Checklists are all of our friends. We use them every day. There's not a person that uses them that doesn't use them. I just stole the stuff from KW Connect for the checklists. I went to KW Connect, searched, I can't remember if it's buyer checklist or whatever, but my first one was straight stolen from KW.
And don't be afraid to ask other agents in the market center too. Everybody is super friendly. Like when I first got started, I asked a few other agent friends and they emailed me their checklist right over. They had no problem doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll email you ours. We had a 2-hour sit down yesterday and updated all of our checklists to make sure that they were appropriate.
Where did you find those checklists?
I found the first one that I used was on KW Connect. I'll email you the one I've got. It's in a Google Drive. I can send it to you when we're done. The one that we just put together the other day. Go ahead. Yeah, it's no problem at all. When you use your checklist in command, I find that it's helpful to turn on client updates. I'll show you in a minute. And what client updates are, it gives your client an email when you sign something off of their checklist. So you're communicating more and more and more with your people along the transaction. You're managing the opportunity and providing better service along the way. So sounds like fun, right? Smart plans and checklists for every single phase along the journey. Whether they're in a nurture phase, whether they're in an active searching phase, all of those things have a different checklist that I'm going to run. You can build those out in command for yourself. And then we put our smart plans here. So for us, this is what it looks like visually. So I take the person, now eventually business, I'm either moving them out or I'm hopefully moving towards an opportunity at some point through communication plans of some sort. So we add some of the smart plans in here. What are some of the things that could help us get to an opportunity or be there when the time is right? Weekly open house, save searches on KW, Flex MLS, all of those different things, buyer guides, monthly call plans, if that's the frequency that you need to call the person. Share your app through KW. The app is great if you can get people to use it. It's tough because there's so many options out there. So how do you sell your app as the best while you're still trying to do everything else? It's a tough one. I haven't really found that balance. And then there's an ETC there, all kinds of stuff. So some other smart plans when they're, big thing is be there when they need you. Monthly price reductions is one of the things that I've started to use for old ads or old leads that are non-communicative. I'm building I've got a call list of about 37 people that just looked at this last email for open houses. 9 people clicked on it and clicked through. So those are people that I'm going to focus on for the next few weeks and make some phone calls to.
So it will tell you who it was that clicked on them?
Yep. Yeah, command will tell you. Huh?
What did you use for that?
I used command designs.
Okay.
I use a design. I turned a design email into a smart plan, runs every month. I watch when people open it. So when the smart plan goes out, you can see when it went out, and then you can look on the back side of it and see when they opened the emails. So all through command. Yep.
She did that and found out our neighbor unsubscribed.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it when they unsubscribe.
She was
You know what you can do though? Talk to them. So call them and say, hey, how's it going? Just wondering, are you still getting my emails that I've been sending? They'll say no. Is it okay if I resubscribe you? And there's a resubscribe button. So I've had people that have unsubscribed. A year later, I get them into an opportunity and they're like, well, I'm not getting your emails. Hang on, let me resubscribe you.
Well, she gets all threatening because like,
It's better, they rent our property.
yeah, I got like 300 acres, they run cattle on it, and she's like, does she not know? Blah, blah, blah. I'll shut down your house.
That's funny.
Wouldn't want no part of it.
Questions? And I know it's a lot, yes.
What have you found that you actually get better response of, like emails or text? I mean, do people actually
Yes, no, maybe. I mean, it's all of the above.
Put it out there.
You get a lot of people that'll reply that they're just browsing to a text message. Or they'll reply stop because I use Twilio and the TCPA and all of that goes out with it and it tells them, gives a disclaimer the way it's supposed to. They say stop, no problem. I'll call them from my regular number and have a conversation with them. Try to, anyway, leave a message. And it's just getting somebody on the phone and go from there. But yeah, no, I won't text them again because they've asked me not to. So we're good. But I'll continue. And then if they tell me not to contact them, great. Archive. And then when they come back into the database on the next ad that I run, because it happens all the time, it won't auto-gen that text to that person anymore. It'll just stop that automatically. But about the fourth contact on an email is when I'll get a response. About the third text is usually when I get a response. And first or second phone call, depending on how quickly I pick up the phone to call them. So is usually what I'm getting, if I can get them on the phone or contact at all. You know, like I said, probably 50–60% never answer, reply, anything. Completely fine with that. You know, they can go on to a Safe Search or a one of the Safe Search or monthly open houses or whatever drip campaign that we want to send them on. Cool. So this is where we got to so far. We've gotten to the opportunity. Now, I did have something else in here this morning. I just changed it up a little bit, but so monthly call plans, create the opportunity. Different phases, put your checklists in, and then let's talk about checklists and client updates a little bit more. Here we are. So in your opportunity tab, in Command, once you've created an opportunity, you have options within that opportunity. You can add their addresses, their dates, the property that they're going to be buying, all of those different things. One of the things that you can do is go up to the top of your page, hit client updates, turn it on, and then send the frequency of when you're going to send the client update email. Mine go out every day at like 10:30 in the morning, so I can get into work and I can click through and make sure that everything's updated that I need to. What will happen is your checklist will look like this in Command. So you've got all these different things here. So under the appraisal section, notified of appraisal receipt. So I got notified of the appraisal receipt by the lender. I check that box off. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., the client's going to get an automatic email that's going to look like this. It's going to be branded with my information up top, my phone number, KW Springfield, all of those different things. It'll have my picture on it. And it says, we're checking things off of your list. Here are the items that we finished yesterday. If you don't check things off of the list, no email goes out. So. Cool. Anything neat? Questions about this?
You're gonna need a checklist.
You gotta have a checklist first.
Checklist that.
Gotta have a checklist.
Create it.
Yeah, you have to create your checklists in here.
Oh
yeah, they're blank. It's completely blank. So you've got to add each item that you want into your checklist, save your checklist for your phases and go from there. I don't think that there's a way to copy and paste them.
So
Nicole says no.
there's gonna be a buyer checklist, and there's gonna be a seller checklist
Yes.
for the most part.
Yep.
And once you have both of those, it's pretty well fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank. You put all of these. So what you do is you add all of these in here one by one, your items into Command, hit save for that phase of the opportunity. And then if it's under contract, you'll have however many items that you do while they're under contract. If it's closed, what are your items when they close, right? So this is just where I do it. It's not, everybody's doing the same things that we're doing. I'm just doing it in Command. You know, this isn't, none of this is special, I don't think. It's just there's options for you to do it in one spot. And then it also provides a better experience for your clients or your customers. I think it does. And then we lead the customer. This is one of the ways that we can do it is through those client email updates of where we're at in the transaction. Feedback that agents get is agents don't communicate with their customers often enough. You get a client update email, boom, that's communication. I get responses to those emails. I get responses to my under contract smart plans of when you're gonna get things first. So under contract, while we're in the opportunity, build a smart plan for yourself to be while you're in the under contract phase. A communication plan. Ours starts with a handwritten note. Here's a note. No, not that one. Sorry, that's our closed. Ours starts with a text email that says, hey, here's our TC. Here's our recommendations. Here's all of these other things. Any questions for us? Here's what's happening next as soon as you're under contract. You get an email and a text from me. The text says, hey, I just sent you an email. Check your spam, just in case. So that's it.
Would you care to share that?
No, it's already out there. I already shared it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the library for you guys ready to go. So all you got to do is go to the library and download it, and then you can make it your own.
You search for Brian Fisher, and then you can make it so it's just names, agent names, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's already in there, ready to go. Cool. So that's just letting your clients know what's coming next. I'll show you some examples, provide different instructions, and then always asking for feedback along the way so that I can make my communication better with my clients. How am I doing for you right now? Are you getting a 10 out of 10 service? If you're not getting a 10 out of 10 service, what can I do to make it a 10? And then what can I do to earn your referrals? Because if I'm not 10 out of 10, I better get there so that I can earn your business in the future. So again, back to our silly little model that we put together. We're going straight to the bottom. When we're in the opportunity, the big thing is promising people that you're going to provide great service and doing it. One of the ways that we do that is through our smart plans, under contract smart plan, just listed, saved searches, client updates in the checklists. These are all things that we use. And then weekly care calls. And these are built into my smart plan that every single Monday or whatever day, I guess, it doesn't happen on a Monday, but once a week, there's a trigger in the task list for me to call the clients or for my wife to call her clients if I haven't done it already. You know, if we're talking about inspections all week, there's no reason for me to make that call. But if I haven't talked to you, well, now I know I need to. And I just go to my task list and it's there for me every day. I can check that task off. We talked about this. Earn their future business. And then again, telling your clients what's next. So our under contract smart plan. So these are just a few of them. There's 50. If you just search smart plan name and under contract, there's 50 different options out there for you to download right away that you can customize and make your own. Ours is on there too. It's downloadable, 38 days, 11 steps. So, and I'm gonna update that, like I said, because appraisals are out of whack. I say compared to what I was, what I did have in here. Just gotta adjust the days. Here's our clear to close smart plan. When the lender tells me that you're clear to close, I have a smart plan built for every single title company in town. It's the same info. It's just here's your address and it's a Google link that takes you to the Google Maps so people don't get lost. So real simple, but just a little, here's a Marshfield one that we're gonna do. Oh yeah, It also comes with a text. Hey, I sent you an email, by the way, just letting you know. Go look at it. It's got some info in it for you. And then back to command checklists, client update emails through the entire opportunity.
Did you have to brand that yourself or?
What's that?
Command, go ahead.
No, it's all easy. It does it for you.
Does it for you.
You don't have to do anything. You just got to go in. If your branding is set up appropriately and you have your headshot or whatever picture you want here and all of this done, it just does it for you. I don't do anything. I hit go. So, and then following up after the transaction, we've closed. When the deal's done, what are we doing? Follow up and say thank you. Ask for their business in the future. Ask for referrals, quarterly call plans, monthly neighborhood nurtures for their new house that they're getting so that they know what's going on in their neighborhood. Ask for reviews. You might get one. Ask again.
I begged for.
Oh, hang on.
I asked her twice. She finally did it yesterday.
Ask again. Because you know what these are? And it's not badgering your clients. It's another touch point. It's a conversation. Hey, how's it going? How's the house going for you? How's the job I did? Oh, great. Can you go ahead and put that online for me? That's how I help get business. It's just another touch point, another conversation. Go ahead. Yes.
Stephen does video, clients do video reviews for him. Can they go on command?
No.
Oh.
But you could take those reviews, upload them into a command video, send them out as a mailer and say, hey, here's my reviews for the last month. Or making an ad. Here's what my client said about me. You can make that into a Facebook ad. There's a way to do that in command. I don't know how to do videos though. I tried once and it didn't work for me the first time. I just haven't gone back and figured it out. That's all. It'll work. It's just I didn't know how. And then ask again for reviews. So again, back to my little model that we come up with, asking for reviews, following up, different smart plans that we use to do that, closed seller or buyer smart plan. Starts with a handwritten card, ends with a golden letter 150 some days later. So that's kind of how our follow-up is. We add them to a quarterly call plan if they're not already. Most people already are if they're to this point. Any future email campaigns, holidays, things like that. Neighborhood nurtures are extremely important because they get to see what's going on in their neighborhood. And then a home anniversary smart plan. It's already in there. All you got to do is search it. And then you can put it together, customize it to yourself, follow up, get their birthdays. There's birthday smart plans in there. All these different things, golden letters. So kind of what ours, and then Popeyes are always good. So ours again starts with, we'd love to, this is an email. It's a little handwritten card that we send out on day one right after they close. Congratulations, we're here for you. And then I think the next email goes out a few days later. It's only 6 touches, but I also have quarterly call plans in there and I have neighborhood nurtures in there and I have all of these other things that I'm already doing at that point. And I still make
the neighborhood nurture. I've noticed like rural, it's a little bit more challenging.
It is. Yeah, it is more challenging if you're rural, but I think it's getting better.
It is getting better. Like Bolivar's not bad.
Not bad. Yeah. So, but instead of a neighborhood nurture, what I would do for you is do a Bolivar or a rural smart plan. Go to my website, my command website, do that search, okay? And then copy and paste that search into whatever marketing that you want. And then when you copy and paste that search URL, it'll automatically open up that website every time somebody touches that link. So it'll open up that search. So if you're looking rural properties, 1 to 5 acres, whatever, do that search for somebody, build a smart plan out of it, send it on a recurring basis, and then go from there. Whatever's gonna make your contact more efficient and more useful for the customer. I don't try to send just spam mail. I try to send something that's valuable, especially to people that want something valuable and that have expressed that. But those are just some of the other smart plans. So put it all together, just comes back. We start with our leads. We've got to do what with them? Turn them into contacts. So using different smart plans, we have now an eventual business. Hopefully we'll get them to an opportunity. This is where we start using all of our checklists throughout to help us manage that opportunity. Move through the transaction and lead the client through it using smart plans, using communication plans that are effective, purposeful, pragmatic, and useful to a person who's going through a real estate transaction. Follow up after the transaction, ask for different reviews, earn the referrals, earn the repeat business, do it all just by plugging in a few little smart plans here and there. So.
Have you found any
Questions?
particular website or anything that works best for referrals, like sending for a Google referral or?
So, yeah, I use Google. I think that Google's probably your best bet. If you're gonna get a review, I want it on Google. Yelp might be a second in the future, but I don't think a lot of people around here use Yelp. So in our smart plan, it gives the links direct to my Google page. So you can go do that. It also goes to Zillow. It also gives a link to Realtor. If you haven't given me a Google review, I'm gonna hammer you. I'm gonna not hammer, but hound you a little bit about it. If you haven't done the other ones, okay, cool. You know, for me, I'm not gonna continue to bother somebody. If they've done one, we're great, you know. And then it's just a thank you for the review that they did leave.
What does it cost for Google?
I don't think I pay anything.
No, free.
No, my Google My Business is free unless I wanted to upgrade or whatever, but no, it's free.
And we'll ask for reviews, like right after we go under contract, we'll have them, when they're all happy and excited, we'll be like, hey, since we did a great job and you love us, will you go ahead and write us a review right now? And then whatever they do, then sometimes like when we're closing, like if it's a buyer and we're waiting for them to like balance or something, or we're sitting there waiting, we'll be like, hey, can you just like copy and paste that review and put it on Facebook for me real quick? And they're like, yeah, no problem. Because we're all just sitting there playing on our phones awkwardly anyways, so.
That's what it feels like sometimes, right?
We're sitting there waiting, you know.
Good time.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? I want to go through some of these things and see it on the screen, kind of the click through a little bit of how to get to a couple of things. All right, so what's the first thing that you guys want to look at? Thank you guys immensely for sitting through that. I hope it's useful.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
That was very
welcome.
We truly appreciate it. Overwhelmed, but
yeah, I get it.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Let me take you to one thing here first.
Well, that's the best thing about Command is you just have to get in and start using it. And then once you kind of master like your contacts and like your tagging, and then you can move into those more, and then like adding them to just a couple simple smart plans. Then you can go on to getting a little bit more in depth and using, you know, a lot more smart plans, and then utilizing those campaigns, and then all of the other features it has. So you can use it as much or as little as you want. But of course, the more that you use it, the more business you're probably going to end up getting anyways.
So this is all stuff on KW Connect that's designed for Command. And sign up for them. It's not, and it's Zoom trainings. It's with a person that you can ask questions to a lot of the time. But you know, it's all free. And there are people who are doing this all the time. You just got to go in, sign up.
Where did you find that?
KW Connect.
It's Keller Williams intranet. So you will use your same credentials you use to sign into Command, and it's kwconnect.com.
Yeah, these are big letters. So that's one useful thing, I think. There's all kinds of training stuff here. All right, so let's just start at the top and let's get
18 for on there.
I don't know. That's what they set me up with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I got some stuff in my past dues. It's no fun.
Yes.
So let's start here. So down here in the bottom, campaigns. running a Facebook ad of some sort is where we're kind of.
Right there where it says connect accounts, that's where I stopped. I was like, we're a team. Where do you connect accounts or select default account?
Yeah, so you're just gonna have to figure out whose account you want to use from there, from your team.
Account.
Yeah, you just have to select which one you want to use as your main posting account, and then Command will post from there.
Okay.
Is what'll happen. Once you connect one, it's all set up for you.
Okay.
So for paid ads or Facebook, Instagram ads, we're just gonna go to paid ads here at the top. And then I set this little draft for people here.
Yeah, we're having issues with the paid ads. Like
What's the issue?
we can't create one.
Oh, so what you'll need to do, I've gone through this. If you're getting an error when you're trying to create a Facebook ad, you have to go to Facebook. You have to disconnect your API from your Facebook settings and then reconnect it through Command. So it's a process, but yes, if you disconnect through Facebook in your settings, then come back to Command and reconnect.
Disconnect from
You might have
Facebook
to.
API.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it physically. So here's the other thing that's great about Command.
It's just like.
Let me just hang on. See this right here? This chat with support button.
Okay.
I swear to you, they will get back with you. And it happens usually within about 20 or 30 minutes if it's normal hours. But if you chat with them, they'll walk you through what problems you're having and how to fix it. That's how I know how to fix that, is because I just went to them.
Chat with support.
Chat with support.
I may not be on the same page as you.
Oh, you're
but-
fine.
So if you go to your name and go to settings, then it's gonna bring up
Yeah. Click settings.
settings. It's gonna bring up where the things that you want to connect to.
Correct.
Okay.
But to disconnect it, you have to go to Facebook
Okay.
to disconnect it.
You don't know what to do.
I don't know why.
Well, I don't know how, what do you mean disconnect from Facebook?
So when you connect when you allow KW Command to connect to your Facebook, you're authorizing some sort of connection, an API connection of some sort. When you do that inside of your settings, you can find that you've authorized that on Facebook, and then you can delete that from there. But I don't know where. Again, I'd have to go just play and figure it out again. It's somewhere in Facebook settings. Unless you're having a problem running an ad, you'll never have to focus on it. But I would just go to chat with support and let them help you through the problem, because they'll send you a couple of screenshots for you to go through. But so this advertisement, I did a 1 photo collage. Okay. So the collage, I think, was a pretty cool idea because you can't really click on it and get to the other photos. And there's no carousel of like 4 or 5 photos. So people had to go in and click on it to get to those extra photos. And I'm like, 30 more photos here. Go in and click on it, those type of things. So I stole this. I think it was one of the Christmas things that they were doing, the KW was doing. I stole that idea. It was a great advertisement that got a lot of leads into the database from here.
Oh, did you sign up for those masterminds?
I did not.
Is that from the Tech the Halls? Yeah.
That one. Yep.
So do you have to go in there and actually design that to where it has 3 or 4 photos?
So I did that, yes.
You actually designed it?
Yeah, I went to Canva and I just did it really quick. It's the first one I've done that way. But it's just one of those things, if you can kind of put some things together and outside of the box a little bit. But normally you just add a listing here and it'll populate with, let me change it. Change it with these listings. It'll change all of the media down here that you can select from. And then you can swap those photos out. So when I go through, I normally pick 3 or 4 photos if I'm doing a carousel and add to the listing ad. When I do my text, so it just changed from what it was before. But normally what I'll add in here is just a couple of words about the house, maybe some emojis, nothing too specific. I never put the price in it. I just put maybe 2 or 3 lines, and then I'll put some emojis pointing downward, like, hey, go click here for more photos, directing people to the button that I want them to touch. So the same thing here, looking for more info. We got some little emojis pointing to the button. I don't know if it helps or not, but you know, whatever.
Yes, I think it does.
I think it does, but whatever. It makes me feel good, and that's really all that matters, right? But you can add all of your media here. You can add them straight from your listing, or any listings that are uploaded into the MLS. They'll just drag them straight in. And then we go down here to Facebook and Instagram settings. Where do I want to send them when I'm done? So when you click a Facebook ad, you click it once, it'll ask you, are you sure? And then you click it again and it'll take you somewhere. I normally take people to a landing page of some sort or to my KW website. But regardless of where I'm taking them, I'm not taking them to your site. I'm not taking them to Zillow. I'm not taking them to the MLS. I'm not taking them to any other website except for where I could potentially get their information again when they go to this next site. So I have a bunch of landing pages that we built. And we'll go through that here in a second too. It's literally 3 steps to build a landing page.
I think we're gonna go more in on that next time too.
Cool.
So Brian is teaching Ignite on the 23rd.
Yes.
Of January. And then we're gonna do a short database days right after that as well. This Ignite does also include a lot of command stuff. So you are going to also be utilizing this, but he's going to do a short thing after that. And we're going to kind of dig into that landing pages, websites, and hopefully some consumer app stuff, just in case you aren't using those things. Yeah. So that's good too. Questions, comments, concerns?
I have a lot of concerns.
No, me too. Don't worry. I got a ton. What's the concern?
Well, just the ad thing. It's saying I don't have a page, doesn't exist. And,
oh yeah.
You know,
yeah. Child support. I promise it'll be helpful. It'll be frustrating, but it will be helpful.
Okay, tell me one more time. How do I get to support?
The top right corner is a question mark.
Okay.
Get that.
Do that now because
yeah, definitely.
Otherwise I'll just throw my computer.
It's helpful. I use it quite a bit. So down here, it's who do I want to see the advertisement in Facebook? How do I want to target them? So I always target via custom audience. I'm going to search the location with some sort of radius. And this is dictated a lot by Facebook's advertising policies and all of that type of stuff. So it keeps realtors out of trouble with their Facebook advertising and also fair housing and all of that, doing it through here. It auto filters that stuff for you. So these are just targeted people. So we're going to go in here, we'll do some targeting. These are just some of the things that I targeted for this ad. You go in here, you can add the different interests from this menu. If you want somebody who's interested in acting to buy your house, then you would click acting. And then go from there. Then one of the coolest things that they added in the last, call it a year, I don't know, is a way to, or I just found it, is a way to filter down a little bit more and basically add a second and must also match. So if I'm looking at home equity line and must also match realtor.com, maybe I get a little bit better lead. I'm not getting as many leads from these ads, but they're a little bit better, I think. Quality. So quality over quantity, I'm happy with that. So just one of the things that they added, you can do that, I think 3 times, narrow that audience down. You can save your audiences, so you don't have to do this every time if you want to use the same targeting. Makes it a little simpler for you. And then what do I want to do with the lead when they come into my database? Any virtual lead that comes into my database, what am I doing with them?
Making a touch.
Making a touch through what?
Contact.
Through Smart Plan. It's automatically triggering a smart plan to start when they hit the ad and they come into my database and give me their information. So I set that up down here in my tags and then my auto assign smart plans. And then save, decide how much money you want to spend on it, and hit publish and watch the watch your ads. I mean, let's see. Some of them are better than others, $1.28 per lead. That's really good. That was the
$60.
What's that?
Spent on the ad was $60.
Oh, let's just go to last year. I'll show you exactly. I don't have secrets.
What's that? Oh, it says spend and then it says $60.
I spent $60 on that ad for 47 leads. It'll tell you right there. I think I spent like $1,000 last year total on Facebook ads. Not very much money, and put 400 or 500 contacts. We converted, I think, 3 of those into business, and I'm still working on several more. We're writing offers for one guy right now. One wrote an offer on our listing this week. So, you know, these are not, people will tell you they're terrible leads. They're this, that. Yeah, they're just, you got to call them and you've got to find out their motivation and then continue to stay in touch with these people in a purposeful and pragmatic way based off of where they're at in their timeline.
Sure helps to narrow them down with the Zillow, with the Realtor.com.
Yes, very much
that
so.
Way they're actually actively, at least consciously.
Second time. Yep. Let me show you guys here. Same. I want to show this because we got to have the data, right? If you go to reports in Command, this will show all of your different reports for your database, your health score, all of these things. This is the most important tab that I see. It's the emails, and it shows delivery and engagement. So I look here, undelivered, whatever, I'm not overly concerned with that. But 1,473 emails out, I got a 91% delivery rate. That's pretty good through Command.
It's saying almost 27% open.
27% opened them. And oh, by the way, here's our updates for today's checklist that went out this morning. Guess who opened it? My clients have opened these emails. They know where they're at in their process now, so that when we have a conversation later, hey, I saw you got that email or whatever. Did you get the email about whatever the updates? How were they for you? They love them every single time. They love knowing what's going on. And then open houses this weekend, people that are opening these emails. These are people that I'm going to physically call. When they open an email and show interest, and then I'm guaranteed that I'm going to call these 8 people. They not only opened the email, but they clicked through to the link that was in the email. Guaranteed I'm calling these people today. You know what I mean? So these are where I get some of my call lists from people that are engaging with our technology and interacting with our database, because I treat it like a system in my business. So we get to use this, and you have it too. If you send emails out through Command, you've got the metrics of who opened them. You can make those phone calls back on the back end. One last thing, and then I think I'm done for the day, but landing pages, I just want to go into that really quick. So down at the very bottom, you've got a consumer tab. Once you hit that, you can update a landing page. And again, these are where I take people to when I've ran a Facebook ad. These are all of the different landing pages, and then this is what they look like. So when I build this out, it's got a branded header with my information on top. It's got listing information with the main photo, about the property, all of the rest of the photos, and a carousel. Details, lead capture form, and then legal footer.
Kind of a side question. I noticed you at the top, you have your license number. In the state of Missouri, do you have to do that?
I don't know. It tells me that the thing does it on its own. So I didn't change it.
Yeah.
So this might be a stupid question, but
Probably not.
this is, you created this, or this is?
No, I physically did it, but I really didn't do anything. Let's be real. I'm gonna show you how to do this right now. I text these to my clients. I list your house. I'm gonna tell you, hey, as soon as I get your house listed a couple hours later, I'm gonna send you a text with a link that you can share to your social media. It's this. I send that to them. They put it on their social media. I'm driving more traffic to my website, to KW websites, to KW Technology, which eventually could result in somebody putting their little info into that lead capture form and creating a new lead for me virtually that I can run through my system. Yes.
This is a dumb question, but when you create a landing page, it's for that one listing?
So there's several options that you can do for landing pages. And we'll just go there and I'll show you. So when you go to the consumer tab, hit landing pages at the top. We're going to create a new page and we're going to create it as a landing page.
Okay.
It's just going to be blank. And on the right side of this website, you've got some little widget things. And all you got to do is drag them in. So I go here, agent branding. Because it's sometimes difficult to put them in the right spot, I normally put the legal footer in next. So that way I'm not fighting with it later. And then I'm going to put a listing. And then below that, I'm going to put a lead capture form.
So it already has the, okay.
Right there. So all of that's there. Now, at the bottom of this page, I'm just going to hit configure widgets. These are already configured by the check marks. So I did that one time. I don't have to do it again. All I have to do is go in here and browse listings, select the listing that I want, search it by MLS number or by address or whatever, and then hit save and apply. And all of that will change automatically for me.
Oh my gosh. I'm just
super simple, right? It's one of the most simple things that people just don't know about or use or whatever. Now here, let me show you this. This is something that we use on our monthly email. I go back to widgets and then I'll add in here a market snapshot. So then I'll configure the market snap. 65757, my zip code, and it'll show me the information for the sold statistics for 65757 for the past whatever, and this auto updates. So I never have to build this twice. Okay, so I built this like a year and a half ago. It's a landing page that's in my landing page list. It goes out on my MailChimp email as, here's your market snapshots for these areas. I've got Willard, Rogersville, a few other places in that email, ready to go.
Where did you find that market snapshot in the widgets?
Yeah, it's in the widgets. So we're just going back, create new page, click landing page. It's on the right, market snapshot, boom.
So you put subdivisions or just?
Zip codes, neighborhoods, whatever you want to go to.
You probably have to put that, yes, good.
And then let's search it down a little bit more. Let's go to there, neighborhood within. What's going on in that neighborhood right now? Pretty cool little widget for you guys to use, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything we went over today? I know. If you guys need, like, seriously, call me. You can text me. I can, we can walk through some of this stuff. Oh, I don't know yet. I could build this out for somebody and we could build this out in very little time for somebody. It's not super difficult. Search the Smart Plan library if you don't have them. Like I said, search under contract, search buyers, search sellers, search my name, whatever you want to use. If you do download mine and you like it, hit a star on it maybe. Review it, please.
Yeah. You show those. They show the stars. They show how many times it's been downloaded, and it helps get.
I don't know if that helps me at all.
It kind of helps like circulation, so then that way they pop up. So like these are the most downloaded ones recently, or whatever. Okay, pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Thank you.
We thank Brian for his help.
Thank you.
So I know every time after this, I'm like, so are we all gonna go and do this ourselves and we're gonna be accountable and things like that. However, sometimes you need help with accountability. So MAPS Coaching has put together a 30, 60, 90 program for technology. This is 5 days a week for 90 days, Monday through Friday at 10:30, 30 minutes. It is a live Zoom call. You are on there with other agents, leaders, ourselves. We as a market center have signed up. And then you as the agents can also get your own login. You can do it from wherever. You do not have to be here. So the best thing about this is it's accountability. You are in there every single day with agents, with leaders. We're learning something new. They're showing us something. We're also doing it ourselves. There is sometimes small homework assignments, but it's things that you should already be doing in your database. What's also really cool about it is that you get access to new command features by being in this program. It is basically the Market Center took on the whole expense, but we are going to give it to you for $50 a month for 3 months. So it is the 3-month commitment. However, 30 minutes a day, you're in there, you're working on your database, you're learning more command tasks and techniques that you are needing. And I think it's also going to be one of those things where if you have a question and you're needing help, you have Marty Miller and Tim Beverlin, who are the top tech guys. Like if you guys know Marty Miller, he put together an entire Facebook page, and that's actually who Brian had referenced. He put together an entire Facebook page. He shows updates. He does tech tips every single day. And he does challenges. So he's leading it along with Tim Beverlin, who is actually the MAPS coach. He's actually Mike's MAPS coach, and they're the ones leading it. So they're there to also to answer your tech questions. That being said, great for accountability and also learning those steps and getting in there every day. This flyer has a QR code. You sign up through a Google form. We will register you as a Market Center. Question?
Is it live or pre-recorded? Because
It's
I don't
live.
want to interfere with my night.
No, it's 100% live. So that is the thing. If you do miss a session, you email, there's an email that they give you and you email them and they send you the recording. However, I don't really know what that looks like. So they've done 30, 60, 90s for all of our leadership staff. So like there was one for team leaders, there was one for Market Center administrators, there was one for productivity coaching. And so if you guys are in productivity coaching, Shanna had to run upstairs at like 10:30 every single day. That's because she was on this 30, 60, 90 for productivity coaching. This is specific for technology, and I'm going to be doing the class with you guys. So yes, it is live. However, you can come, you can sit down here. You can do it here. You can grab a conference room, totally up to you, because Ignite starts at 12. So it doesn't really interfere that much. So you can do it from home, eat your lunch, come here at noon, and then we can go ahead and go right from there. Tuesdays, if you're here for a team meeting, or even if you do Zoom in, not going to interfere either. We're done by 10:30 anyways. But it's a lot of great content for only $50. We add it to your agent billing. And that basically is going to set you up in command and get you maybe through those hurdles that you have been having. Or maybe just, you're like, like today, he showed you landing pages. They're going through the 8 main applets. That's it. They're not going through every single one, because I know there's like 12, 14. They're going through the 8 main ones, and they're showing you the most important things that you need for each of those. So this class starts Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, it starts Monday. However, it's a huge benefit. There's a great video and stuff. If you guys do scan this QR code, if you guys want to, there is a teaser video in there as well. We're going to post it on Facebook today. So then that way, if you guys are interested, you can watch those videos, you can kind of make that decision. If you have a team and you want every single person on your team to join it, please reach out to us as leadership, and we'll help you with that. I wonder if I can show that video.
Can you go to the bottom, the last slide there?
The research? Oh,
yeah, just so in case some things for people to follow or whatever.
Sweet. I still didn't find that in my widgets.
It's there. Oh.
Market Snap?
This one?
The market.
Yeah, so just a couple of things that I use quite a bit. Command Your Conversion is on Facebook. If you want to learn how to run really cool, effective ads and stuff, they do videos there all the time, all kinds of info, and it's all 100% mostly free. Lab Coat Agents is on YouTube. They used to be KW more specific. They kind of transitioned into some other, but really good information, especially some of their older stuff that's on there. And then Marty Miller's 66-Day Challenge, he just released 3.0.
Yep, but like I said, that 30-60-90.
And then, yeah, 30-60-90, I didn't know about that till this
No,
morning.
he totally found us.
And Ignite.
We found out yesterday afternoon, so we kind of went
so
full
cool.
gears.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sign up for that
Yeah.
10:30 thing. too.
Yep, it'll be really good. But yeah, there's so many resources, you guys, and we do our best to kind of filter them out for you, because I know that they can be really overwhelming. You're like, I have 10 different pages I can go to, but these ones are the best ones that you can find.
So we talked about it a little bit, and sorry, I forgot your name again. Dawn. Dawn and I were talking a little bit this morning about, there's so many people that email you about, hey, there's this lead thing, and then there's this lead thing, and there's all these shiny pennies that are out there. You can just kind of do it yourself if you really focus in on how you want to lead generate. That Sphere side, of course, is all, for me, it's our biggest, it's always going to be our biggest lead gen. But I've got to have some extra ones too, right? So those Facebook ads and that tech side is useful.
Oh, it's working.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. I was gonna play that teaser video. Okay, cool. It's a little, I watched it last night after a very long day. And then I decided to have a drink after I watched it, just because I was just very overstimulated by the video, but it's a good one. They really shoved a lot of information in that 1 minute and a half. That's why I said it was very overstimulating. I was like trying to read it. But I will say they are taking breaks from for family reunion. So we are not going to have, there will not be classes when there's family reunion going on. And then there is a day, I'm pretty sure Good Friday, it's still happening, but we're closed that day and there will not be a session on that day either. So they do take account of our calendar as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I was actually wondering if they were going to come out with 30-60-90 on technology, because I've been watching like Landon and Rachel do it, and like Shanna and Mike, and I was just like, where's mine? So I'm excited for you guys though to join it with me if you are interested in going the 90 days. You have a question? Okay.
Nice. Stretching, sorry.
Okay, so that being said, typically now is like our times. We've got about 40 minutes. It's our time to kind of if you want to do your own landing page, or if you want to do a campaign, things that you learned today, because then that way we're here to help you or answer those questions that you need. Okay. I'll put on a little bit of light music.
You just replay that video over and over.
I guess I could. That would really get you hyped.
Gave me anxiety. I don't think I can handle that.
That's what I said. I was like, oh, you almost, sorry, squished my foot.
That's really a start.